Yeah.
Here we are at Mount Roscoe, the famous zone of the boys here. All three actually have lived here long enough and did work, but I guess we have Honourable Mayor Phil Goff. Sir, welcome. How are you doing?
I'm doing really good, and my Christmas and New Year greetings to all of the listeners of Radio Tirana. I know it's been a long, hard year, so this is a chance to relax, enjoy time with family and friends. Please have a safe, prosperous and Merry Christmas and New Year season, and we certainly look forward to being back on Radio Tirana in the early new year.
Yes, we're going to definitely be talking to you in your mayor's role, and I hear you have a busy schedule pre-Christmas as well, I believe.
I've got a very busy schedule. It finishes just before Christmas, but this weekend I'm going to pop over to Brisbane. Brisbane is a city very much like Auckland, but it's developed a really good light rail system up on the Gold Coast. And God knows our city needs rapid transit. I was coming out of the airport, came up from Wellington last week on Thursday. It took me an hour and a half to get home from the airport, an hour just to get out from the airport itself. And there were people complaining they'd missed planes, everything was gridlocked.
Yep.
We can't have a city that's like this. So I want to see what Brisbane is doing. I'll be entering into talks with the government early in the new year. We need that money for infrastructure. We need to free up the congestion. We need to make sure that Auckland is a great city to live in, and it can't be that if we can't get from place to place around it.
There you go, the mayor who is already feeling the pain of the public and doing something about it.
I'm sharing the pain of the public. Yeah.
And we have young Michael here. Congratulations once again from the Radio Tirana listeners. And how are you finding your new role? I see you also got into a busy mode as soon as you got into the role.
Yeah, it's just so exciting and such a privilege to be the new MP for Mount Roskill. I'm still at the stage where I'm waking up at 5 o'clock every morning, just ready to go.
Wow.
It's still, I'm feeling so positive about it. It's, when people sort of put their trust in you and your party, you feel like you've got a duty to really get out there and work very hard. So I spent a couple of weeks down in Parliament, sort of learning the ropes. It's a weird place, I'll tell you. Phil knows all the rules and things. It's probably second nature to him.
Yeah.
But all the rules and the procedures, the way it works, it's very highly evolved, very much its own world. So I've been learning about that. I've got my portfolios today, so I'm going to be responsible within Labour for ethnic affairs, for revenue and for consumer affairs. So I've got a lot of learning to do, a lot of work to plan how I'm going to put Labour's best foot forward in those areas. But most of all, I'm enjoying being back on the ground in Mount Roskill. So I just spent the day today, going around the Wesley Market, going around the shops, visiting people saying thank you. And Merry Christmas to people because, we've got our issues, and Phil's talked about transport, which is a big issue. Yep. But also at this time of year, it's just a time to feel grateful for everything that we've got to live in this beautiful country and this wonderful community. So like Phil, I just really want to wish everyone who listens to Radio Tirana and the hardworking staff a very Merry Christmas and a happy and prosperous New Year. Look forward to working with you in 2017 to make this an even better place for everyone.
Indeed, and there's a big celebration going on here, thanking all the people who've put all the hard work behind the campaign here for Labour in Mount Roskill, and it's great to have Phil Goff attending this function as well. I know people are waiting, and we've got a quick chance to do this interview, but from our team, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you
very
again.
much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
And the really good news?
Yep.
Is that he's not only going to look after the Indian community as Minister of Ethnic Affairs, he's responsible now for tax cuts and stopping consumer rip-offs. So this man can deliver everything we need in this new portfolio.
Once you've paid for half of Dominion Road Light Rail, Phil, we'll have a deal.
I heard on the radio this morning that the National Party was going to pay for the whole of the light rail system. So, I'm going to go for the best deal for Auckland, but I just want to say how proud I am that Michael has picked up my former role in Mount Roskill. To all of the people who live in Mount Roskill, it's been a huge privilege to represent you, and of course still representing you as your mayor. But Michael, I have every confidence in. He's hardworking, he's got strong values, he's committed to the community, he's going to do a great job for the holy city of Mount Roskill, and that's important to me and to you.
Thank you, guys. And there you go. This is a special message and special interview, and just like that, and only for Radio Tirana. So thank you.
Merry Christmas,
Cheers.
everyone.
Very Merry Christmas.